Hi everybody, today's tutorial is about inland fisheries. You all know what is marine fishery because it's come all over the ocean, and inland fishery is something about that coming to the inland water bodies and the major fish. And first of all, we have to check yourself. You have to point out what is inland fisheries, then why it is important, and what are its major constraints. Do you know the current statistics of inland fisheries? What are the major fishes contributing inland fisheries? And in this scenario, what is the effect of COVID-19 in inland fisheries? Just check out how much you know about inland fisheries. And inland fisheries, the basic concept is that it is extract fishes within the inland water bodies. Inland water bodies, you know, that is, it's in two types of system: lentic ecosystem and lotic ecosystem. Lentic ecosystem is a system in which stagnant waterless products, stagnant water. We can see examples of swamps, lakes, floodplains, etc. as lentic ecosystem. And lotic ecosystem is something in which running water, higher production, and it's about rivers and streams. As you all know, they are running water. You know, general idea about the inland fisheries. Inland fisheries extract fishes within the coastal area. In our coastal areas, some water bodies are there, and major resources are rivers, streams, floodplains, wetlands, lakes, inland seas, canals, reservoirs, and even rice fields can also come under the inland sector. And it has a certain characteristic, and it is dynamic and accelerating human inputs. And the major economics dealing with the contribution of inland fisheries to the capital or this gross index ratio of our nation. Now, how it contributes? That is shift of high food fish to high value recreational fishes. So these inland fisheries are somewhat using as a recreational purpose. In early era, before our independence time, there's some snow trout, and these are can good put into the inland, this cold water, and the foreigners or the British were used to catch this fish for recreational purpose. In that area also the inland sector contribute. Then participation in fisheries is high, this inland fisheries, and bulk of catch consumed locally and bycatch is also significant. And the COVID impact situations, this is a recent trend, that is safety net when other sectors fail. Because in COVID time, our fish captures are not supposed to go to the marine area, so that in that time these the fishery sectors are supported by the inland water bodies. As you know, rate of import fish was less. In a recent times of Hindu newspaper, it is saying that the African countries are mostly depend on the inland fisheries, so that they export or import from the China or other foreign countries was less. In that time, the production rate will be varied, so that if a 5 rupee fish we have to sell in inland sector, when the competition of the outside source or outside resource will come, they have to reduce the amount. But in case of COVID situation, the inland sectors has a blooming, because most of the coastal areas and it is movement was also less for fisheries. So there are consumer preference also changes. That is how the COVID during this time the inland sector support the fisheries. And the major constraints, we have to think about what are the major constraints in the inland. Overfishing, it is a natural phenomenon, because once the fish caught, the fish farmers are highly need to extract, like you know story about the greedy gooseman farmer. That was the overfishing was done. Then alternate freshwater uses, that is, these freshwater are used to generate hydroelectric powers. And introduction of alien species, it is also a constraint. Alien species means in this the piranha species are introduced into our coastal area. In that time, this will cause the alien species will cause the traditional or indigenous fish to reduce level. That is a problem concerned with the another situation of inland constraints. And why it is important? You have to think about the importance of the inland fisheries. That is poverty elevation. That is a natural phenomenon. That means and food security, gender empowerment. That you can see the inland sectors as is important in gender empowerment and cultural services, ecosystem function and biodiversity, recreation and other services. We can see many biodiverse in the inland fish sector, and the world's smallest non-vertebrate is from inland. That is Pandaga pygemia, and the largest aquatic invertebrate, Ernakulam typus, and Arctic lakes also have one species, Salvinus alpinus. That means the inland sector is a highly biodiverse and highly productive. And definition, as in this tutorial, you have to definitely know the definition of inland. That is, inland fisheries are any activity conducted to extract fish and other aquatic organisms from inland waters. That is the definition. And the fish species are extremely diverse, relatively long-lived, attain relatively large individual size of several kilograms in weight. And the gears, like this is the last slide that I am showing. The gears are passive techniques, that is rely completely on fish movement. Active techniques, scaled up variation of the hand net theme, and remote technique, that is stunned fish are caught. Then we are using fight netting, gill netting, sea netting, trawling, electrofishing, and hydroacoustic. That is all about this tutorial. Thank you.